Welcome back, everybody. Now, Aaron Moloisi is a media personality and businessman. With over 20 years' experience in media and unmatched talent of speaking over 8 official South African languages, he has developed an unparalleled connection with television audiences from all cultural backgrounds and social levels. He now has a book out titled The Art of Staying Power in Media, and he joins us now this morning to share more on it. Aaron, a very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for having me in studio.
I wish you could conduct this interview in 8 different languages.
We're on 13 and a half actually now.
Really?
Yes. We're done with South Africa except for Africans.
Yeah.
We're learning a bit of French because my sister's in-laws are French. A bit of Shona as well. So yeah.
Hey man, what is it that you don't do? And I mean, and 20 years in the industry and still going strong.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this novel. What does it talk about?
It's a self-guide type of book. So I'm sharing my experience over the 21 years, in fact, now. But I'm not saying that let me teach you how to have a staying power, because remember, entertainment, unlike corporate, you don't get trained to be a specific person.
Yes,
you become a personality, like yourself. I mean, as a seasoned newsreader and host, you define your own style and niche in the market. So the art of staying power in media helps you identify your art and being able to identify those things. I'll give you a simple example. When I joined Take 5 in 2002, immediately I knew that my languages are going to come in handy. Because they wanted a male guy who would speak at least one of Nguni, Zulu or Xhosa, at least Sotho or Pedi, and then English. I came in with 6 languages at the time. And immediately I knew that's my secret weapon, that's my power. So identify things that you know you're good at and only you good at. And it's very simple. You listen to people around you. Yo, man, you're good with this, you're good with that. That is what it is. You know? And then once you do that, you start learning your professional things, you start respecting the job, you start identifying the key players in the industry. And do not compete with anybody.
Because you can never be anybody. You can never be the next person.
And it's actually easier because there's nobody to look at. Look at Vimesh. Look at Nimrod. Look at Bonang.
Irreplaceable.
There's no one that they're learning from. That's why they are themselves. And everybody comes in, they want to be like them. So if you're just yourself, it's easier, it's less stress. Just go in and talk. And people pay you money.
And I suppose the title of the book addresses so many questions that people, especially in the media industry and those, outside the industry, have been asking themselves. Is there an art of staying relevant in the media industry and staying on top of your game and, just staying known for the duration of your career?
Well, the industry and technology evolves all the time. So the art of staying relevant is if you are sincere and whatever you do, you let your energy and your heart comes out. Because remember, when you're broadcasting, whether it's radio or television, your energy translates into the viewers and the listeners. So if they can connect with you on something, stick to that. As technology changes, as the industry changes, nobody's been in that era before. So make sure that you learn the tools, you learn the tricks, you know. If social media, understand what it is, understand how you can benefit. You know, so whatever is happening around you in terms of involvement of the industry, make sure that you learn the key things and don't be all over.
Don't be all over.
Don't be all over. Be known for something. When you mention Aaron Moloisi,
you're onto something now, because, you know, I've had this conversation with another media personality who says that, being all over actually brings bread on the table.
It brings bread on the table, but temporarily.
Got you.
Understand? Yeah.
Got you.
But then if you come in and you're striking with one thing, yes, you can diversify later on, but be known as a talk show host who speaks languages. And then in between you can act. After 9 generations, the queen. You know what I'm saying? Or be known as a very good actor or actress, and then in between you can be on radio. But be known for something.
Be known for something.
Exactly. That becomes your core. Because that core is what's going to help you develop an unparalleled connection.
And speaking of that, I mean, you are known as a TV personality. Well, and not so many people know about your other adventures outside of the your role as a media and TV personality. So, do you have any regrets in this industry, or do you have anything that you think or feel you might have done differently in your journey?
Not at all, in fact, Let me just tell you immediately how it happened. So I finished varsity and then got to Joburg, worked in IT industry, whatever, and then I got bored. When I got to television, it was a national search. Take 5, I thought, really, who am I fooling here? Auditioned over 4,000 people. But once I made it to the 8 and then the 4 and then the 2, I was like, you can actually just meet people, you sit down, you're talking, people pay you money, then it's fine. It's going to be bliss for me. I'm not going to stress about it. 21 years later, my degree, I'm a trained scientist. I've got a BSc in chemistry. I was teaching on the Learning Channel, physics and chemistry. So there are no regrets. If anything, it's just a blissful journey. Because my reason to get into television was to identify an opportunity that a rural boy and a rural girl can relate with. I used to pay 10 cents to go watch TV at the neighbor's house. And now I want for the first time a rural boy, a rural girl to see someone not only who looks like them, but someone who sounds like them on television, you know. So when I go to Joburg, it's like, I'm going to buy a bigger TV. Because never come like black and white. Little did I know that I will be in television. It was so easy for me to get into television.
Is that what informed the choice of your cover? Having TV screens in the background?
And if you check, those are generational TV screens.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the middle one...
My grandmother still has that TV, by the way.
The middle one is the one that my grandmother later on bought when I went to varsity. You know.
Okay.
And I mean, already I was in varsity. So there's a lot of memories that are in there. And if you remember this picture, I think since 2006, I've been using the same picture throughout.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's
not much of a change there.
It's kind of a look. Guess how old I was there? You don't know? You know how old I am now?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go there. So it's an art.
Yeah.
People call it a gift. You know, you've got an affinity to people. We are tandega. So if you identify that one strength that you have, hold on to it.
Okay.
Hold on to it. Yeah.
Now, let's talk about something different here. What's your take about the infiltration of the so-called influencers into the mainstream media?
Influencers in the mainstream media, remember, that's a new platform. That's a new broadcast platform itself. When we came in, I think we were still using Nokia. There was nothing. There was no social media. The likes of Vmesh, the likes of Yvonne Chaka Chaka, who was the first black child to be on television. They made it based really on just television, radio, and newspapers. So when influencers come in, because remember, as you broadcast, it's a game of numbers. It's audiences. It's listenership. So if you are an influencer and if you identify something about you that resonates with your following, sell it.
Okay.
Get products to come to you. Make money out of it. That is a business. I always say to people, even if you throw in a WhatsApp status, no, I'm not on social media, I'm only on WhatsApp. As soon as you post something, whether it's WhatsApp status or anywhere else, you are broadcasting. You are broadcasting. You're saying to somebody out there, this is what I'm giving, this is what you need to get, this is what you need to consume. So I've got no comments at all.
I didn't look at it that way.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So if you change and you've got multiple personalities, when on WhatsApp you're a different person, remember, that can also be shared by anybody.
By anybody, true.
Yeah. So
in the era of screen grabbing.
Absolutely.
You know?
Everything you do, just always remember that you're broadcasting yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Where can you get the book?
The book will be out digitally end of February next year.
Okay.
And it's going to be in 8 languages, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We're having it in audio as well, and we're having it in Braille as well for the Blind Society of South Africa.
Awesome stuff.
What are you doing on New Year's Eve?
Well, I don't have plans yet.
You don't have plans. You'll be broadcasting anyway. After broadcast, come to my show.
Okay.
We are running the biggest crossover party in the city of Tshwane at Hartfield Arena.
Right.
The countdown New Year's Eve.
All right.
Let me give you a gig. Come and be an MC. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you, man. Well, I just got a gig there, live on TV. And he just spoke to me, the personality and businessman Aaron Moloisi, on his novel, The Art of Staying Power.